Lap often owns 1,000 deer or more. Reindeer are full swimmers. Place, sometimes thousands may be seen crossing the rivers before they can find grasses and moss in the open. The Laps are forced to follow where the reindeer lead. It's impossible to keep the herd back when it suddenly decides. A herd will some defense purposes. These are shed during, therefore depend mostly for defense on their which can be very dangerous. When attacked, they will rear up on their hind legs and attempt to trample the enemy. This is the sport of sports in Lapland. Not only a sport, but the fastest means of transportation north of the 70th latitude. The so-called polka is a small sledge with just sufficient room for one person and extremely difficult to handle. Only one thing used, and 2 speeds, fast and faster. We have finally arrived at a spot where the reindeer moss is visible and more easily obtained. Here the animals do most without too much scraping and digging in the snow. Once more the old huts are taken into use, and the Laps' personal effects and food unloaded from the large baggage polkas. These huts are scattered all around the mountain country and only occupied during that period that the reindeer chooses to graze in the neighboring countryside. Often the Laplander's life is a rather uncertain one. They never know when there will be time to pack up and leave again. Therefore, the housekeeping has to be light and all arrangements quite primitive. A few minutes is all that is required to refurnish the vacated wigwams. Everybody has to help, men, women, and children. Very much like the American Indian, the Laps are wards of the government, and their huts, as well as the land, is free of taxes, rent. Doors are never locked in hospitable Lapland. Everybody is welcome, even your Hollywood cameraman. A good old Lapland custom is to keep the snow out of the little hut. Not to bring any in on your feet, they usually cut. The interior of the hut is not unpleasant, not so much cozier. They're usually moss, and the floor is covered with spruce leaves and reindeer pelts. The household utensils are scattered all over the place. All necessary light comes from the smoke escape above. The open fire is built directly below it, and it usually keeps burning day and night. Reindeer meat is naturally the main course on their menu. The most important seems to be the coffee. It's a rather funny thing that coffee should mean so much to these people when no coffee is grown anywhere in northern Europe. The coffee pot is hot day and night, and it is said that these people drink more coffee than any other people in the world. They use salt instead of sugar and no cream. The Laplander's life is strenuous and bedtime comes early. All they do is curl up on their reindeer pelts and call it a day. No such frivolity as taking their clothes off. No, not until spring comes around again. Then the time comes for the annual slaughter of the animals. Each year, hundreds are killed for the benefit of the family purse. Many different herds are brought together from all directions belonging to many owners. Of course, they're all branded, very much like the American cattle. The meat is shipped all over the world, and the hides are sent to Swedish tanneries, where gloves and other products are made from them. Often as many as 10,000 reindeer are gathered on one spot, the most desirable ones picked out. Government inspectors come around to see that the killing is done according to rules and regulations. It is no easy task to catch any one in this restless bunch, and every once in a while they will get stubborn and ready to fight back. Many a Lap has had a good thrashing from his reindeer, and they seldom forget it. Their hoofs are faster than drummocks, and their antlers are well equipped with unpleasant points. But these glorious antlers can also be the downfall of the poor reindeer. It's a perfect place to throw a lariat, which the Laps swing with the same skill that our Western cowboys do. Every part of the reindeer is used in some or other, even the sinews and hair. The former being sold to merchants who export them for thread-in surgery, and the latter being disposed of in large quantities for the stuffing of life belts. For the hair of the reindeer is a hollow tube and filled with air and unsinkable. Every once in a while it happens that some little of the hides. Even their boots are made from reindeer hide, and it is the warmest thing they could wear. The Swedish government is strict with their Lap children, as they intend to keep their record of being the only country in the world where there is positively no illiteracy. Special schools take care of their education. While our own kids play choo-choo trains, the Lap children play reindeer roundup. And this is the inside of the schoolhouse, nice. You may be sure that the trend of romance, although the young girls do not always find it easy to locate anyone to shower their affections that chosen one. The time comes when the herd begins to move, and once more in some new pastures. The moment the snow has been eaten, and new places have to be found, the Laps pack up and follow the reindeer again.